Hi, Miss Garvin. This is my mom. She was born in Cuba, so like she didn't really experience a lot of the stuff that was going on in America until like her late 20s,
29 actually.
29. So
Yeah, that's when I came to United States.
all right. So this whole interview was like just to find out how your past life was before you like had kids and like how'd you grow up. So how was your life as a just like growing up as a kid?
That's an interesting question. So let me tell you that I was born in Cuba. Cuba has a different kind of system that here is different from here in America. They call socialism. Growing up in Cuba, in the socialism, I don't remember to have a lot of problems because by that when I was little, the Soviet Union, which was one of the biggest socialism country, used to help Cuba a lot with the economy. So we were not having a lot of problems in the country until the 1990s, where socialism in Europe like kind of disappeared, and then all the help that Cuba has from Soviet Union like completely stopped. And then I remember in the 1989, Fidel Castro, it was the the president of Cuba. He just talked to the country, and he said bad moments are coming. We don't have the support of the socialism countries anymore, and a lot of things gonna happen. So the only thing that we can do is just to try to keep whatever we have reached so far, like education free and hospital and public health free. You're gonna keep those things, but economy is gonna be really tight, and you're not gonna have a lot of things. So that's when things start getting really, really bad in Cuba. It was very difficult even to find food and even to buy soap to wash and clean the basic stuff for life. It was really, 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 really bad and difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So people start losing interest in even education, in even in health, because everything was falling down. Like everything that used to be like normal, we don't have abundance of things in there, but we have like basic stuff, and everything is still falling down, and it was really, really tough. I was in dental school by that time. It was 1990. Actually, I graduated in 1993. So I was working after I graduated, and I was paid only $15 a month, and a pair of shoes, it cost me like $3, or at one time even 600 pesos, like the money of Cuba. It was unbelievable. Nobody can afford anything. So that's when we decided we had to leave the country, because it was bearable to live there. That was when your brother Ricky was born in 1994. I wasn't able to buy anything for him. It's like if I want to buy a pair of shoes, I have to rely on my my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, which they have family here and they send money over there so we can buy the basic stuff. Because otherwise we can even working, my husband and I, we were like professionals. I was a dentist, he was a civil engineer, and we weren't able to buy anything for ourselves. So because our money doesn't have any value. So like I said, when I was leader, I have no problems, but this is the bad part of living in Cuba that I remember. It was like I used to go work. I used to like go in the bike, like ride the bike for almost an hour just to get to work. I have no other transportation, and so that's why my husband and I decided to move. Even we had to leave all our families because we have our parents, we have our brothers and sisters, we have everybody there, and we decided to move to a country that we don't have anybody, but we know that we have a future to give our son, a future to a lot of opportunity to grow and to work and to have a decent life.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to move here, and that's when our adventures start here.
Alright, that sounds pretty rough, Mom. But like another question that I have to ask is were there any like historical events that you like witnessed or like experienced? I mean, I know you were alive during 9/11, so that was a pretty gigantic historical event.
That was very sad situation. So what I remember on that day is like I was in the gym doing exercise because I had 2 kids already. And I was a little bit heavier, so I was doing exercise in the gym. My husband, he was your dad, he was in New York. So while I was doing exercise in walking in the machine, I saw in the TV like something happened in New York, and I started thinking, oh my God, my husband is there. So I started calling him, and I couldn't get in touch with him. It was very, very tough. So he actually he was in New York when that happened. He was getting to work, and when he heard the news, he said, well, I have to go back to the house. I have to go back to New Jersey. So what he did is he started walking, and he just thought like, okay, so everything is gonna be closed. The only thing that they're gonna keep open is the ferry. And then he started walking to the ferry because there was no transportation at that time. And he actually get home like really, really late, like 7 at nighttime, because it was a lot of crowded people trying to move here to New Jersey, and couldn't. It was a lot of people. So yeah, and the tragedy of the 9/11 was unbelievable. I mean, the news and everything was really sad. Seeing people falling from the buildings and all the dust that you can see in New York, and the fire, doing the job and trying to save life, and they were risking their life. And after that, the recovering, it was really, really sad. All you hear in the news is a lot of like fear and scare things, and this is all, not a good experience.
That was a great story, Mom. thank you for being on the show.
Really appreciate it.
Bye.